Hey, how you doing, Fletch here? Hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about family. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't turn that channel. I'm talking about my work family. Not my intermediate, but my work family. I have several. I'm sure you all do too. I have three other work families I'm part of. Some I talk to, some I don't. That's okay too. First family I want to talk about is my Bennett Lumber family. Small lumber yard in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I worked there from 1987 to 2006. And then the business died. It was a slow death, and I was part of it. I watched it go down. Not fun for everybody. Many of my co workers were smarter than I and jumped ship. I stuck it out. I don't know why. Rate of change, I don't know. Who knows? The president of that company, Clint, recently just passed away. Good man. He ran a great ship. He jumped ship before it went down. Sad. But we were there at a life celebration last week. A lot of the coworkers were there, 10 to 15 of them. I haven't seen some of them for 20 years. And you know what? It was great to see them. I'm sure everybody can relate to a past work situation they had. I don't know what brought us together and how we can get together and start talking about the past, and it comes right back when you see them. Boom, the stories go. You can think of things. You can laugh. You're trying to remember names. I am terrible at that. But I think we all definitely. Clint, he was the president. Is there things that could have been different? Yeah, of course. All companies, they made some bad choices. Try to tell them otherwise. What do I know though? Either I can give my 2 cents. Might not be the right thing, but hey, he was a good man. Good man. And during the life celebration, things came out that just made me think back. He did things to help us survive, to grow family wise. Our immediate family. Or mine, I should say. One thing was he paid for life insurance. Or, I'm sorry, health insurance. We didn't have to pay for health insurance. And that was, he didn't have a board members that he had to go cry, say, we got to do this, we got to do that. I believe he made the decision. That was great. I mean, that's a big savings, as we all know. I know last time I paid, it was probably $400 a month. That was for family. And that's going up. That ain't going to stop either. So yeah, he made the choice that we didn't have to pay for health insurance. That was great. You look back to it. Why do we get along? We're so close. We stay in touch. We do meet up once a year at my one coworker's home. Uh, Pretty good turnout, and share stories, have a few beers. Usually cooking something on the old grill, and we just kind of reminisce, and it just brings you back in that time frame. Were there some tough years? Oh yeah, yes. Lumber industries is like the economy, up and down, up and down. You just you roll with it. What else could you do? You know it. Another thought too is I know I scheduled my lunch around 1 because I couldn't get in the lunchroom at noon. I mean, everybody was there. We all gathered and shared stories and see what's up with the other person. It was part of the day. It was to go to the lunchroom. I know my fourth working family, the latest one, nobody goes to the lunchroom. Nobody eats there. They all eat at their desk, except me. I kidded with them when I retired. I said, hey, that lunchroom, make it another office. Nobody else uses the thing. I don't know why that was. Why that company. We just we just did our work and went home. Like, what? Will I ever go back in the future? Yeah, well, I don't see it in the future. I don't see it, but if one of the guys retire and they have an invite, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. But we just don't get together outside the office. If that goes back to nobody's drinking anymore, uh, younger crowd, it just doesn't seem like they go there as much as we used to in the past. With the old Bennett Lumber family, boy, Friday night, about 3 or 4 o'clock rolled around, you're like, let's go have a beer. It was like, load them up and let's go. And that was pretty consistent too. It was kind of the norm every Friday. We all got together, had a few beers, probably had too many. That happens. But looking back, Clint brought us together. He hired me, gave me raises. He was fair, and we all just got along, kind of like a regular family. Some internal fighting, every once in a while. That happens. A group of people. It was fun seeing him at the life celebration for Clint too. The memories, uh, like 10 to 15 of us were there, and we just connected, and everybody looked great too. By the way, I everybody's taking care of themselves, and we discussed weight loss even, and what do you do to stay active, and with me, it's I see a fitness coach. One one boy, one guy I think he's up to 370 and well under that now. I think he said 370. Boy, that sounds heavy. But he was a big guy. But he lost a lot of weight and he looked great too. So that's good that everybody was there is taking care of themselves. I'm glad to see that, and I'm happy for them. And yeah. Yeah, and then at with this life celebration, there was a visiting hour and a half. I got there right as it opened and wanted to see everybody, and really surprised at how many coworkers were there. There was a couple of people that were in the same industry were there, and I didn't recognize a couple of them. That's me. I just couldn't think of that person's name, or I didn't recognize him, to be honest. A couple of people like that, I almost have to wear name tags. Fletch. Chuck Fletcher, 1987 to 2006. Nah, that'd be tacky. Otherwise, yeah, we were all gathered there for that hour and a half. They had the ceremony, which is about an hour. half the people, the coworkers, were there for the visitation, and they're busy. Get it? There's some still working, some that just don't really care for bride ceremonies, which is that's okay. You made the choice. Uh, but after the ceremony, I, there was a few of us left, gabbed a little bit, and they all left. I was sad. I was hoping to stick around. They had a little lunch afterwards. I was, not there for the food, but I thought, we could stick around and shoot the breeze a little bit more, but I get it. Everybody took off, but I was sad. The opportunity, though, will come up. One of the coworkers has an annual get-together in September in his backyard, so I think we're going to have a few more extras gathered. We usually have about 8. We might get up to 8 to 12 people there now, so looking forward to that, and I'm glad we still are. I'm sure as you're watching this, you're reflecting back on your situation, and do you visit or do you stay in touch with former coworkers? Like with myself, my first family, Bennett Lumber, we still get, this is 20 years afterwards, after it closed. We still get together, we still checking up on their families, see how they're doing. Their kids at that time were knee high. Now they got kids on their own, and most of the coworkers are grandpas and grandmas, and some say it's one couple said there was a surprise, but that's great. Everything's working out for them. So I look forward to that. I hope you got some stories if you're still friends with your former coworkers. I think it's a cool thing. It just what bonds us together. I'm not sure, but we are still in contact with each other, so that's cool. My observation, as I reflect back on a life celebration, got anything? Share it with me. Some people, yeah. 3 out of my 4 working families, we don't talk to each other. That one, we do, and those are some great memories. So, thank you for watching. Again, keep it simple. Until the next time, take care.